Hello and welcome to Crypto Invest TV. I'm your host X8, and I'll be here with my co-host the Doge, and we're just gonna get right into it.
The
Um,
underdoge, you mean?
yeah.
He says
Um,
doge.
so we had a huge rally today with Dogecoin. We went from approximately 37 cents all the way up to 44.6 cents, and then we're currently sitting at about 41.5. Um, and I remember it was just yesterday I was seeing people in some other live streams saying that you need to sell your Doge. It's going to be going down to zero and this, that, and another. And I'm just like, I don't even know why you guys would even try. No one would ever even believe that.
I mean, isn't it what they've been saying for months? Oh, sell your doge. It's never going anywhere. It's never gonna go anywhere. That's all they keep saying, man. That's all they ever say. Is hey, you need to sell your doge. You need to sell your doge, right? And that's all they're gonna keep saying. It's just FUD. It's just FUD. I don't. I'm not selling my Doge. I'll tell you that right now. You know why? Because it's gonna go to $1 at least.
Yeah, I would say that we would be hovering really close to a dollar, if not at a dollar, before the end of the year with complete ease.
I say I see Dogecoin hitting $1 before that. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm about to pull this up right now while we're talking, because I believe, yeah, it's tomorrow, June 3rd of 2021. Dogecoin is going to be listed on Coinbase finally, and so I'm not 100% sure if that gets listed on Coinbase or if it gets listed on Coinbase Pro. But regardless, once it gets put onto Coinbase, all the other platforms that don't have it on there already are going to be jumping right on it too. But I think Coinbase is like pretty much one of the ones that are slacking, and everybody else has Dogecoin. Um, but if Coinbase does that, that just puts so much more exposure to investors into the Dogecoin bracket because um, a lot of people use Coinbase and are really scared to like invest outside of Coinbase because they're so used to it, you know?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Um, I think that I think a lot of the fear when it comes to Dogecoin, when it comes to investments, I think most of that fear is actually out, and I think the Coinbase listing is kind of more of just a validation once it actually goes through.
Yeah, I don't know. I see Dogecoin breaking out. We're already where we go. Just like what 4 days ago we were at 30, like 32, 33 cents. It kept bouncing in between like 31 to 36 cents, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, just have a freaking freak out break out of nowhere, just rush from 37 to 42. Then it went to 44, and then it's back down to 42 right about now. So I just see Dogecoin really. I mean, we've already seen it hit 70 cents. There's potential for it to hit $1. So for anybody that says sell now and get out of Dogecoin, I just I feel bad for them, and uh, please don't let them give anybody financial advice.
I don't think most of the people that talk about cryptocurrencies are really set out to give financial advice, except for the people that have been in this since 2013, 2017. People that have really stuck to it and they've been learning since then, right? I think those are the only real people that can give out some more detailed advice.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I agree. I would have to say, like you're more knowledgeable retail investor or somebody who's been in trading for some years, somebody who's got some knowledge in the field and their feet are wet. So I wouldn't just, nothing of what I say is financial advice. And, if I tell you to invest in Dogecoin, I'm just telling you to invest in Dogecoin just because I see that it has potential. You don't have to see the same potential as I do. So, but anything that I say is just, just opinionated pretty much off of the top of the head. Obviously, I do have some knowledge behind me, um, with some of the little certificates that I do have and some of the knowledge I've obtained since I've been in the crypto space. I did, however, pull this article up. So Dogecoin is launching on Coinbase Pro tomorrow, Tuesday, June 1st. Okay. So yesterday it launched on Coinbase Pro. You can transfer your Doge into Coinbase Pro, count ahead of the trading. Support for Doge will generally be available in Coinbase's supported jurisdictions. Trading will begin on or after 9 a.m. Pacific time, Thursday, June 3rd. So you can transfer your Doge right now over to Coinbase Pro, but you can't trade it until tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But I
It's,
mean, at either rate, there's some there. You'll see the change come tomorrow.
bro, the thing is, though, once it hits Coinbase Pro, it's a wrap. It's over. Dogecoin is going to break out tomorrow. We're going to see. I say we're going to see some real high numbers. We're probably going to see a new all time high tomorrow, multiple times. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. Come
Well,
down
just
the road.
just think
Like
about
we're
it,
gonna see
right?
a spike to probably over 50 cents maybe tomorrow, and then you're gonna see it start gaining back into its old territory of like the 60 to 70 cent range, closer towards the end of June, I would think. I could totally be wrong. I mean, we could see 70 cents tomorrow. I don't know.
That's man. I don't know why, but my gut is just telling me that once this gets traded on Coinbase Pro, there's a lot of people that trade on Coinbase Pro. I know quite a few people alone that only trade on Coinbase Pro. And it's just because that's where they feel safe, right? So, with that being said, with that many people that don't have exposure to other marketplaces that are only on Coinbase Pro, that are like, oh, I only want to stick to one. I want to keep it simple. All my coins are here. I can keep all my coins in my Coinbase wallet and trade what I can on Coinbase Pro, right? So I think that once the trading takes place tomorrow, Dogecoin is gonna freaking break right out. I don't know. My gut's telling me that we're probably gonna see. I said $2.35 on a post. I was just throwing a number out, but my realistic price prediction for Dogecoin tomorrow once the trading begins, I think we're going to see it break out to like maybe 80, 90 cents right away. And it might drop down because everybody's going to start taking a couple profits, a couple profit cuts off of those trades. And then I think we will see numbers in like $1 maybe. We might see it even hit $1 tomorrow. And people might do that just to the point where that way they can, pull out at $1 and take their profits. So who knows what's going to happen, but with the Coinbase listing, that's huge. So I see a lot of potential for Dogecoin this month.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with pretty much everything there that you're saying. Um, Another one that's been doing really well here lately is ADA. You know, they've been doing really well here as of late. I heard today about how there was going to be like a social media platform that's going to be powered by Cardano. Uh, I might not have
Right.
all my facts correct on that, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's wild. If they're launching a, I mean, if they're launching a social media platform that's fueled by Cardano, that's actually really awesome. Um, there's another project coming out too. It's relatively new. It's called Bonfire Token. You might have heard of it. Um, they actually just did the same thing as well. They're in the middle of launching a social media platform, and you can actually go to their Twitter page right now and like sign up and reserve your username for their social media platform. It's pretty sweet. I mean, I see right here that Cardano is to launch its first cross-chain bridge with link to Nervos network. So that's pretty huge.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Cardano could end up flipping over Ethereum, depending on how it goes for it, over the next couple of years, and how it just kind of depends on whether or not Ethereum really fixes those gas fees of theirs or not. We look at
It,
Ethereum and they're kind of more sideways than they are anything today. They're actually kind of sideways and down.
yeah, it's kind of weird. Um, which is a good thing though, because that means gas fees are really cheap right now. Gas fees are extremely cheap. There've been tons of sales going on OpenSea and stuff like that for NFTs lately, and ERC20 coins being created a little more. I think that the ERC20 tokens had stopped being created for a minute because um, let's just be real. If you're going to create a token project, it's going to take a little bit of capital behind it. And if you don't have the capital to produce, and then even like say you wanted to do an airdrop or something, you don't have the capital to send your airdrop through the ERC20 network, Ethereum's network, because of gas fees being too high. It'd be a perfectly good reason to, separate yourself and go to a different network. And so I think that like that's why we're seeing a huge rise right now in a lot of these Binance projects, due to the fact of the matter that it's not as costly to create the project and launch it on the chain.
Right. Well, I
But
mean,
yeah,
I guess that's good for people that currently trying to make some sales on NFTs. We look at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is kind of following the same kind of pattern of sideways and down today for the most part. It did rally up. Earlier on today, it got up to about 38,000. Yeah, it looks like about 38,000 was the high for them today. Yeah, they started
yeah,
out at 36ish, and then they got all the way up to 38, and then now they're sitting at about 37 too.
yeah. I mean, look, Bitcoin's price is going to be stale for a minute, man. That price is not going to go above 40K anytime soon. There's a lot of things being built and put in place right now in the cryptocurrency and blockchain area of the world. So there's going to become regulations, and uh, I think Bitcoin is going to be one of the most highly regulated coins on the market.
Oh yeah,
I
I mean
do.
it.
I do honestly. Earlier, I was saying I don't think that it will be, but then in a sense, I to kind of protect its value. You see where I'm going with that? Like, they're going to regulate it so much to make sure that it doesn't run out faster than, what the time is. Obviously, that probably wouldn't happen regardless, but
Yeah,
that's how
when it
it's
comes
going
to
to look.
the thing about when it comes to the mining is like because I saw some videos and things where people were saying how you know um what happens when all the Bitcoin is mined. Well, it's just like the last Bitcoin isn't going to be mined for like another 100 some odd years or something like that. So irregardless of like how much like how many people are mining Bitcoin, no matter how many people are buying and selling into Bitcoin, um, it the algorithm for how hard it's mined is going to fluctuate with that. I think they said it fluctuates like every 2 weeks. Is the algorithm gets an update every 2 weeks. So if you look at that, um, that's kind of what keeps it from ending up running out too fast.
Yeah, I see that as well. Especially having the background knowledge of, looking into starting a mining company. I did have some ASIC miners on purchase or on order, but I had to cancel them due to, life things, adult things, and bills, and whatever. So, anyways, long story short, I do know that Bitcoin is one of the hardest coins to mine. Um, and in order to actually, mine one whole freaking Bitcoin within a reasonable amount of time, you'd have to have yourself some hefty, hefty money invested. It's it's not something that you can just take your paycheck and go turn around and be like, "Hey, I'm a Bitcoin miner." Because no, 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 you're not. No, no. You need rigs and warehouses. It does cost a lot of electricity. That's one reason why I stayed away from mining Bitcoin essentially itself. If I were to mine anything, I would have to do like maybe Monero's pretty easy and light on the energy. Um, Ethereum is really easy to mine from what I was looking up. It stated that the algorithms for that get solved pretty fast, and Dogecoin's one of the fastest. So I think that if anybody were to, pick up mining and want to do like GPU or ASIC mining, I would prefer to recommend Dogecoin or Ethereum just because it's a less load on the electric bill and it's a little faster in the rewards department.
Yeah, I think in comparison, there if you're gonna be a miner, you definitely want to look at the like the cost to reward ratio.
Yeah, Bitcoin is your cost to reward ratio is like let's say you get one reward for 1 billion of your cost. So it's like it's just if you don't have a lot of money to invest into Bitcoin mining, I suggest checking something else out.
Yeah, I think the days of being like a standalone Bitcoin miner have pretty well passed. Um, there's plenty of other coins out there that are more than worthy for mining. Um, what's some of the smaller projects that you've been looking at here recently? I know we've talked about Noob Token, and I know that we've talked about Burn One. We've briefly discussed about Safe Moon. Have you? Is there any other tokens that you've been looking into?
Yeah, quite a few actually. There's this one that I actually really, really enjoy. It's called. Um, Hold on one second. Let me get the name because it's kind of funny and it's kind of a weird. It's like big oily something. It's called Boob Token, but it stands for like big oily something. Big oily orange boob. Okay. Um, this project is awesome, man. Like, I really appreciate it. I dig it. I bought in. I won. I didn't win. I signed up for an airdrop, and I could have swore I had posted the link on my Twitter in a retweet, and so I signed up for this airdrop, and they gave me 1.814 billion tokens. Right? And I was just like, okay. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was just like another meme coin. Well, then I started looking into the project, and it's actually really sweet. What they do is actually donate to the Breast Cancer Awareness Society, or a breast cancer society, but for breast cancer. So they donate a lot of the proceeds that they get to charity for breast cancer, which is super awesome because that was one of the reasons why my grandma passed when she did, and so I think that that's pretty cool. So I kind of stand behind that project. I would definitely like to see where this project is going to go. And yeah, they're doing pretty good things. I mean, right now they're negative 7.73%, and their price isn't, relatively close to a penny, but at the same token, they're doing pretty good. I would have to say I really look forward, like I said, really look forward to seeing where they go.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that they're for breast cancer awareness and things of that nature.
Yeah, dude, it's really sweet, and that's why I like a lot of these newer projects that are coming out. Well, Panda Coin is a project that I'm invested into as well, and I have um been getting some free coins from Panda Coin for just being in their Telegram group. So when you hang out in their Telegram group and you're active, they'll tip you, you know, a bunch of coins or a couple coins, 200 coins, 30 coins, whatever, right? So I got a bunch of built up in my Telegram group from them, which is kind of cool. I like them, but they're OGs. They're from like 2013, right? Their project launched in 2013, but it was based over in like Middle East Asia area. And so what their project was to help save the wilderness, like the wildlife fund. So most of their proceeds, they donate a lot of proceeds to the wildlife funds to try and help save panda bears and stuff like that. So I thought that project was real awesome.
Yeah, I'd have to say that's pretty neat. I think it's really interesting how you see a lot of different coins that have came up over the years for certain types of efforts. Like you have Panda Coin. Then I think there was a couple other coins that I saw that basically were for about like trying to reduce carbon emissions and things like that. There's one coin that's for like um, it's just for about planting trees and things like that. So, you see a lot of different you see a lot of different types of coins out there that have came, and people are just now noticing.
Yeah, yeah. See, I seen another token today. I'm not gonna go out and just start buying all these tokens, but um, I seen another one earlier today called "Save the Planet," and I was actually really intrigued by that. What they were doing was pretty much donating to um, funds that were trying to help save the planet, which I thought was kind of cool. I'm like, all right, see, now we're getting projects that are coming out with actual, reasons as to why they exist. And like hemp coin is a good coin too. We talked about that in the first interview that we had. Hemp coin is essentially for the whole entire agricultural system, not just for cannabis, right? And so that I feel is pretty sweet. It donates back to farmers and the agricultural system, so that's kind of cool. But there's a ton of projects coming out, man. Um, I just got into this other one called Hold Token, HODL, and that token's awesome, man. It's got a nice reflection. You get a nice reflection. It's on the up. Also, not to mention, holding it gets you free B&B. So you get free B&B rewards just for holding it. I mean, I got a couple more too, man. Let's talk about Gorilla Diamond. I like Gorilla Diamond. Gorilla Diamond's a pretty nice token. Um, they got a pretty cool community. They're doing giveaways. Same with Hold Token right now. All over Twitter, they're doing giveaways. Let's see. Gorilla Diamond, Feg Token. I really love Feg Token. That's probably one of my favorite projects out there. Feg Token is just doing the dang thing. They got the Feg exchange now, like we were talking about the other night, how you can wrap your tokens and stake them now, so you can start staking Dogecoin. Like, I mean, that's a win-win situation there. And ClueCoin is doing awesome things, man. ClueCoin. You guys want to know my opinion? Jump into ClueCoin when you can. Um, ClueCoin is doing great things. They just donated $50,000 to the Save Our Children Fund. So I'm actually an advocate for the Save Our Children Fund. I was hosting a bunch of protests and stuff like that all last year for it. Haven't done a lot of things into it lately. It was most of my podcasts that were aimed at it, but yeah, I really support that, and I see big things happening for ClueCoin.
Yeah, I definitely think that when it comes to KlueCoin, if you haven't heard of it before, you might want to check into it now, and get yourself invested. If you like the message that they're trying to send. Moving forward, I was going to talk about some NFTs that we have. Uh, Not necessarily us, but just like in general. Um, you know, I
Yeah,
I thought that we could sit here and we could talk about um, Atomic Hub and they how they're really shaping up to be one of the better NFT platforms. Um, I like their user interface. Like right here we see it says new listings, and then it shows, I guess, some of the more well-known whitelisted listings, right? So we got the Yoshi Coin Genesis right here. We got this 29 NFT bundle. Uh, you got the Crow Queen. That's apparently it's got some stats over here. You scroll down and you see some stuff that some other people have made that were just newly created. You got these cute little doll looking things, and then the space over here. They show you the sales over the last 2 months. As to like how many like how many sales have gone on throughout the last 2 months. You can see here you know, on the 21st of May, there was a lot of sales. There's a lot of volume, about almost 90,000 different NFTs, bought and sold.
I think NFTs are the future, man. That's what I think. I obviously cryptocurrency is the future, but I say NFTs are the future. And everybody calls them non-fungible tokens. I'm gonna start calling them new future tokens because this is where everything is headed, my friend. Atomic Hub is one of my absolute favorite marketplaces. I have about 5 drops on there. Granted, not here to try to sell or promote anything of mine, but I have 5 drops on there. I like it. It's kind of complicated at first, trying to understand how to string in the codes to get your drops to work properly. But once you get down the process, it actually works pretty sweet. I actually like a few people, or a lot of people, obviously. But I like there's a few artists that I truly really dig on Atomic Hub. Some who have stepped away from the limelight to take a second to kind of kick back and help me out with getting things associated properly on that website, which was kind of cool. NFT Noob for sure. He's definitely one. He's the guy that showed me how to make the drops, how to do everything. He showed me the crypto stash video. Um, so yeah, that guy NFT Noob. Shout out to him because he NFT Noob 23 is his Twitter handle. He's the one that actually showed me how to maneuver around Wax. Darren Noel. Is his name on Twitter, and he is the guy that got me into the NFT world. And I just see the NFT world right here. It's just, I don't, man, I just see it taking off, dude. I see Atomic Hub is one of the better places, but Hive I feel is a sleeping gold mine for NFTs. Obviously, you have like Rarible and OpenSea and all the Ethereum backed ones. You also have this other one called Vivi too, which is pretty sweet. Tezos has theirs now, and Ravencoin, Solana's doing NFTs. So I just see NFTs being the future. Atomic Hub just gave everybody a simple way to display, sell, and drop them.
Yeah, I think when it comes to NFTs, I think it's kind of like it's gonna be that it's gonna be like what ends up changing, kind of like the way that we end up playing card games and things like that, right? Down the road, we'll end up having a lot of these games, because you see cards and stuff that are collected. So, you take games like that people play, like Magic of the Gathering or whatever, right? Or a, a lot of kids back when I was younger, there was Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So you take things like that, and you transfer it into a non-fungible token kind of thing. And so what ends up happening is you'll they're going to end up down the road. I can guarantee they're going to end up having platforms for these card games where you can actually interact and play with against other players if they don't already.
It's
And
it's already happening.
yeah, and so then what's going to end up happening is it's kind of like one of those things where over time certain cards become like extremely valuable to people based on like what it is that you can do with them and whatnot, right? And so what ends up happening there is the value in those and the price in those cards go up, right? And so you actually have like a like a tangible way to show like the value of the coin, right? Or the value of not the coin, but like of the I guess you would say the art, right?
Right.
So just
Yeah.
like
No,
people collect like the Pokemon cards and stuff like that, well, people do that with the NFTs already. People already collect cards and stuff like that that like have effects and things like that. So
I
if you
collect NFTs like it's trading cards, man. I got NFTs. I want an NFT, a hoverboard, a Marty McFly hoverboard. I will never, ever let that thing go. No, unless someone offers me like $10,000, I'm not letting that thing go. And I'm an NFT fan, man. Like I was all about stocks at first, and so that's what got me even into investing anywhere. Period. Well, the first thing I actually did buy was Dogecoin. The very first thing this year. Like that's the first thing I invested into this year was Dogecoin. Then literally went to stocks just because my friends were trying to tell me that there was excuse me that there was better money in stocks, right? And so I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't know. So I started investing in stocks, and I'm like, man, I'm just not making enough money here. And that's when I got into crypto, headed over to Twitter, got back on there because I was blocked on Facebook. So I got back onto Twitter. Next thing you know, I'm getting into all these NFT giveaways. Here we are on this show.
yeah, I mean like I remember when I first started investing, I started investing in stocks and I started investing actually last year. And and it's just kind of like one of those things where like it just seems like you never could pick the right thing. Like nothing ever seemed like it like honestly, I kind of enjoy the volatility of coins in comparison to stocks. Just because I enjoy there being more movement and just kind of getting an understanding of you know people's emotions, right? I feel like people who invest in cryptos could almost have an easier time investing in stocks. Like if you can win easy at cryptos, I feel like there's that potentiality to do the same with stocks. Um, just like re-gearing a couple variables.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I seen the fact that there was more potential in 100 timesing something in the cryptocurrency market as opposed to the stock market, and I needed cash fast, right? Obviously, it didn't bring me no cash fast because I didn't act on any of the ways to actually make the cash fast. I still haven't sold none of my crypto, none, not even one coin. So I don't know. I just personally see the potential of what my investments that I have right now will actually be when maybe some or most of them hit $1, as opposed to how long it would take for me to put $100 in to the stock market and say, well, I don't have enough to buy a whole stock of Tesla, so I got to buy a slice, right? If I want to invest in Tesla, hundred
Yeah, you got
dollars,
to
yeah,
buy a slice of that pie.
right, yeah. So a couple months down the road, I might make $4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when it comes to the
So,
high value stocks, it's definitely something that small retail investors just can't invest in and expect
hold
any
up.
serious gain.
Since we're talking about stocks about and serious game, let's talk about AMC real quick. Just real fast. Let's touch down on AMC real fast. AMC today, when I checked my portfolio, it was at 607% positive since the first day I invested. That is freaking absolutely insane. I was like, holy crap. That's going to be the only stock that I've actually made uh, a freaking nice profit in by just letting it sit.
Yeah,
So
that and GameStop are pretty much the only two stocks that kind of really went, like parabolic. Uh,
there was a few other ones. I mean, Tesla had its little run. It went from about 5 to 700 right there for a minute, and then went back down. But back down to like six. Well, like look at Coinbase, right? Coinbase came out and thought they were going to be the hottest shit on the freshest turd on the pile, right? And they go, oh well, we're not going to sell you no stocks for under 300. You're out of your mind. Well, guess what happened? Or 400, you're out of your mind. Guess what happened? Freaking stock plummeted. Like you gotta. I don't know. Me personally, I just don't see the stock market being very beneficial unless you got a lot of money to invest for your day trading. That's and I mean that's the same thing with the crypto market, but you can actually make a ton of more money by investing into smaller cap cryptos or something where you're getting a bigger bang for your buck and then holding and then just letting it hang out.
yeah.
So, I mean, but yeah, back to crypto. Let's get off of stocks. Back to crypto. Another coin that I've seen pumping real heavy lately is Matic.
Yeah, let's get Matic pull up.
Yeah, dude, Matic's been going crazy lately, and then I mean it's probably low right now. I haven't checked it in a couple days. Last time I checked it, that thing was on a run. That thing was definitely putting in some work.
So let's see.
Uh,
Today it hit a high of $1.89, and then it hit a low of $1.76. So I would
looks
say,
like my video's lagging a little bit. All right, but yeah, okay, yeah, I see. All right, so that's crazy to me though, man, because what was it? Just like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, Matic was like 57 cents. It might have been a little bit before that, but me and my friend that I used to live behind were actually just talking about it like a month ago when it was cheap. And he was like, bro, should I invest in it? I was like, I don't know nothing about it, dude. I can't tell you anything about Matic. I still right now to this day, I like the coin. I have some couple dollars worth, but it's just I haven't really looked into the exact project and seen what it does and what it's for. But I do like it. It's nice. It's a good money maker. You put some money into it, you're gonna make some money. Like look at the chart. The chart says it all.
yeah, I think it's definitely primed to start trying to go towards like a $3 and $4 range here. Like if we were to pull it out, over here in this area, we could start to see it start to peak out over three, going into $4, just depending on how the market ends up going in general over over the next couple months.
I mean, just look at that chart. Just take a look at that chart for a second. You see the tail end of that right there where your cursor is, right?
Over here.
That Yeah, that tail end is geared for a rocket ship, a one-way track upwards. You might see a few dips here and there. Obviously, we're going to see that all the time, but I see uh, strong upward trend for Matic, and I don't see it going very much. I don't see it going back down to anything under $1.30 anytime soon.
Yeah, like I said, I think it really just depends, on the market. So long as the market maintains being steady, I think that's something that we could easily see. I think if we end up continuing going into a more of like a bearish type market, then you might see it go into like the $1.30 range. But then you kind of think about it as more of just that's the time to start, you know,
Buying it, yeah, buying
yeah,
up. Yeah, like right now, this market is a beautiful. This It's a beautiful market. I'm not even gonna lie. Everybody's all sad and upset about it. I, I'm upset too that it's low. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. We're all upset. We all thought we were gonna be sitting on a nice chunk of money. This is exactly what you know they're trying to stop. They don't want the generation of wealth to switch, right? So they don't want us to come in and become millionaires right away. So everybody just needs to take a chill pill, relax a little bit, and look at the blessing that we have right now. This is a buyer's market. It's not a seller's market. The only time you're going to have a seller's market is when you're invested in these smaller cap cryptos right now that are doing 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Not not like Bitcoin. This is where you buy Bitcoin. This is where you buy Ethereum. This is where you buy Cardano. This is where you buy Matic, and then this is where you buy uh all the coins right now. Everything is low for a reason because it's giving everybody an opportunity to get in while the getting's here.
yeah. You look at the graph and it's not doing so hot if you look about like how it was, uh, how it was about you know 2 months ago. But at the same time, it's holding strong in the like that you know this this seems to be like it's holding somewhere in the 70 cent range. That's kind of like where it's really trying to maintain. And you think about like this, if if what the graph is based on begins to pick up momentum again, then the same thing usually ends up happening for a lot of the coins that are built on it. And so, you could very easily see it go back up into the $1.60 range, moving on into the June, from June into late January, or from late June into early January.
All right, yeah, we're going from June to now. You're talking Michigan weather, bud. Where we pack our swim trunks and our winter coats and and our rain boots. That's how we prepare for weather up here in Michigan. No, but seriously, that graph. I mean, I don't personally know much about the graph. I've seen it on Coinbase here and there. kind of was interested in looking into getting some. Didn't ever get any, but that where that's at, where your cursor is on that screen right there, at that tail, that is geared for a run up. I don't see a downtrend being, it might play straightforward. I don't see it going down much more. If it does, we might see it down to like 60 cents. But still, that's a buyer's market. Right now, that's a buyer's market. That is where if you got the extra cash, you need to be setting it aside and putting it into some of these coins right now. Because when they take off, and people don't invest, then we're gonna see, some people getting more upset about, oh, this coin sucks, and blah 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 blah. And it's just gonna be a repeat cycle. We've already
Yeah,
seen
there.
it
I've
with
been hearing.
Dogecoin.
I've been hearing a lot of people say about how you just don't see buying opportunity, like you don't see second chances like this come. And so you're seeing that, like, even though people were expecting it to just plow all the way down like how it did back in 2017, 2018, it's not, it's holding strong. And it's relenting on letting that happen. And the reason why is because a lot of, like we were saying the other day about how a lot of these institutional investors are just accumulating, and that's why you're seeing a lot of these companies that were initially against cryptocurrencies coming out and talking about how good they are. And the reason why that they're doing that is because they've essentially accumulated up enough of those cryptocurrencies to be able to start selling to their customers or trading for their customers at at a certain expense.
Yeah, yeah, I say that's true too, man. I just don't see the fact of the matter of this being a seller's market, like, and this is perfect time for the institutional investors to get in. And that's why I think the market is the way it is at the moment. The market is kind of crazy. I never, ever, when Bitcoin hit 51,000, man, I was on a rant like, you'll never see Bitcoin be underneath this price again. Here we are. I'm biting my own foot because um, Bitcoin's at 34,000. Like, what? I never would have imagined that. Like, just imagine if we woke up tomorrow and it was $1,000. I would probably find a way to get $1,000 and go get a whole Bitcoin. But if we did that, then how much of the max supply is going to be bought up at that point?
Yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna see like mass crashes to where you're gonna end up being able to get into like Ethereum or Bitcoin at like stupidly cheap prices again.
Well, Ethereum's stupidly cheap as it is.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, like, it's undervalued for what it is right now, but that's what I'm saying is like a lot of these coins, like I'm saying like Ethereum for like back when like Ethereum was under $100, and
right?
back when Bitcoin was under $100. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not going back to 2010. No, that's 2012. That's not going to happen. Well, we won't see those prices. I will say though, the lowest that I think Bitcoin may see before the year is over, I'll give a fair estimate of probably around 28.
You
I
think
see
so?
it. Maybe, possibly. I mean, we've seen it go down from 64 down to 55, down to,
I think it's gonna
you
be in the
know,
70s.
well, I do. I think it's going to go up, obviously, but if there's going to be a low, of a max low or an all time low of what I think that it could possibly hit this year,
I think we
I
already
might
hit
have.
that all-time low. I think when we hit, I think we are, like I think we already hit that mark, and I don't think we're gonna go back to it.
who knows? You never know. And it seems like Bitcoin's trying to make a comeback upwards, but we might see a downward spike. I'm just saying, if we do, my opinion is that we may see prices of low as 28,000, per Bitcoin. And so let that happen. That would be awesome. People get in, you know, but then how awesome does that make it if bankers are the ones who are buying these coins to essentially run, you know, this could be a whole different situation place. So we just have to watch and see what happens. I obviously see Bitcoin hitting 100K this year. That's where I sit inside my head. I see it peaking past 70,000 and hitting at least 100K. But if there's a low, I say that it might touch around the high 20s.
Well, I mean, we'll just have to see. Do you have any final thoughts before we go to start our closing out?
Yeah, actually, a couple of them. Let's take a couple of seconds. I want to shout out to NFT artist named Digi. That guy, man, he is sweet. If you guys don't know who he is, you should check him out. Digi. Just go to Twitter and type that in, and he'll pop up. It's Digi. Um, you'll see he's like a pixel artist and a rapper. He shouted me out, I guess, in a rap the other day, doing like he does like NFT raps and shouts out NFT artists and people in the scene and stuff like that. And he shouted me out, and these videos get quite a bit of steam collected to him. So I just wanted to give him a nice shout out. Didn't want to miss that opportunity to be able to do that because he shouted me out. So I just wanted to return the favor while we were here. I thought that would be all right. And then NFTs, guys, just spread the love and spread the art. That's what I'm about right now. Giveaways. There's giveaways on my Twitter page, revolt_tyranny. Make sure to go check those out. Me and Crypto Invest are going to be doing some big things here in the future too. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that should be it, my friend.
All right, everyone. Well, that's it here at Crypto Invest TV. So go ahead and stay golden. We'll